Guys, Deluded Guna, YouTube's N'Golo Kante. Now on Saturday we welcome Newcastle to our place. Need to win it. I've been saying this for how long? But yeah, we know what we need to do. The last three games, we've taken 2 points. We lost to United. We drew against Southampton, who Mahrez went and tore apart, and they lost 4-1. Typical. What did I tell you guys? Typical. And then dropped points, which to me personally felt like a loss in a 0-0 against West Ham. So out of a potential 9 points, we've only taken 2. We've dropped 7 points to 7 vital points. When you consider that we missed out on top 4 by 1 singular point last year, every point matters, and especially we've got Liverpool to come, we've got Chelsea to come, some big games around the corner. We need to take our points. I keep saying this, but we need to take our points. The only saving grace is that Liverpool's last 2 results have been draws. Spurs have got City on Saturday. I actually think they might beat City, which I'm quite scared about. Of course, I hope they draw or lose, but yeah, man, City do us a favour. But yeah, the only saving grace is that we're 7th behind them by a point. We win, and depending on results, we can move back into top 4. But the reality is, we just need to win. It's 7th versus 16th. Like I just said, Newcastle was 16th. I think a win can take them up to 12th, 13th, depending on results, and I don't know for goal difference and things like that. They haven't won away from home since September. Now somehow Southampton morphed into a good side again against us. You can bet Newcastle this might be the game they turn up and win away from home. Not only that, they haven't beaten us since 2010, I believe, the last time they've taken 3 points off us. So these hoodoos have to come to an end at some time. We need to win this, and we need to, like with West Ham and Southampton, games we should be winning. We can't believe we're better than we are. We need to turn up, do a professional job, actually take chances. And by that, I don't mean, okay, Xhaka and Alexis and Ozil, it's not working down this side. Let's shuffle it down to Bellerin on the other side, and then shuffling it across, and allow the team to remain rigid defensively. We can't do that. We can't do that. It's going to be nonsense. We can't, if we do that again, I'm going to lose it. I'm actually going to lose it. But yeah, we need to respect them, man. They last beat us 7 years ago. So yeah, they did their thing, man, in big games, to be honest with you. They got a point against Liverpool. Decent again. They gave United a game until United came and fumbled them, came and toppled them over, and individual mistakes led to them messing it up. The same goes for Chelsea. They started off quick against Chelsea. I'm sure there's another big game which they took the lead in as well. I cannot remember, but for what I've got, Newcastle, they might start quickly with the likes of Gale, who could cause us trouble if we invite him to. He's a former Arsenal player, so he has a point to prove against us. So we can't allow these things to happen. They're quick starters. For me, like I said, they ain't won away from home since September. They ain't beaten us since 2010. Let's use that to our advantage. They're away from home. They're shaky away from home. Let's aggressively push that back 5-3-4, however they let up in Lejeune and Lascelles and them guys. Force them into mistakes. Force them to shout at one another. Get their crowd silent. Get our crowd going as hard as it is, and then that's half the job done. They will force and make mistakes. They will become nervous, and together with movement in behind, intertwining plays and things, we should be able to win. We need to target the likes of Lejeune and Darlow, which if you watch them versus Everton, horrendous mistake from Darlow. So we need to just go out there and win this thing, man. There's a lot of uncertainty and nervousness surrounding Newcastle the same way it is Arsenal, so we need to use that to our advantage. I also, no disrespect to their players, I believe a lot of them are not even saying their championship players would be a compliment to them, and I really think Rafa Benitez and the Newcastle faithful have been let down in regards to recruitment, and I hope Ashley leaves the club. Car as an Arsenal fan, I know how it feels to have an owner that quite frankly doesn't really give a crap and tells you false promises. So yeah, man, we know, like I just said, Liverpool, Spurs, Burnley all ahead of us. We need to do our job. Newcastle is a game we should be winning, man. In regards to shot accuracy, Newcastle's was 34%, ours is 37%, so we're near enough even. They've got 3 clean sheets this year. We've got more than 3, which is I'm pretty shocked. Yeah, we've got 8, which we really should have better than. We really should have better than that. We've conceded 20 goals. They've conceded 26. So we've both got leaky defenses. Our defense is massively better than theirs, but we both got leaky defenses, and we both commit a lot of errors. So if we overplay and get caught, that's all it takes is Gale. All it takes is one chance from Gale, and he'll score, like he's shown in some games and things like that. Their midfield make way more tackles than us, as you would expect, but there's not much in it. In fact, we're quite even. Arsenal's 274 to Newcastle's 280. So it should be a real good battle in the midfield, to be honest with you. They obviously fall behind us in regards to tackles as well, man. We've got 71%, they've got 69%. They cross a lot more than us. They've crossed the ball 310 times, 265. We have issues with crossing, and yeah, man, we shouldn't be posed any threat. I don't feel they have the best strikers. I think Gale's alright. I like Gale, to be honest, and I like Josh Murphy, but there's a real lack of quality. We should be able to deal with anything aerially, to be honest. I don't want to see silly mistakes. I'd like to see a clean sheet. I know we kept a clean sheet in our last fixture, but I'd like to see a convincing 3-0 performance. We're playing at the Emirates, so could we start Lacazette, because he likes the Emirates. I know he went and scored against Manchester City, but he likes the Emirates, so let's let him play and score his goals, man. Like, we're going to go against a committed midfield. You can expect they're going to have some commitment. Moreno's made the most tackles and passes for their team. So if we stop him, we have even more of a chance. And he's going to be putting a committed performance. Isaac Hayden, the same goes for him. He's made them two have scored pretty high for tackles. So it's going to be a very much industrialised midfield. I think Richie's crap. And he's made, every time I watch him, he's making errors. But he leads the charts for them for assists. He's got a good set piece on him. So we need to stop the crosses. Murphy and Gale, if he drifts to the flanks, won't need a license to try and take their man on. Especially Josh Murphy, he does pretty good in that aspect. So we've got to be switched on. For me, we need to dominate the midfield, press them out of position, force the balls long, because they're playing away from home. If we force the balls long, it's just going to come right on top of them. Like West Ham would probably be expected to have the lion's share of possession and chances, but like at West Ham, we need to take our chances. We had all that possession, all them passes in the final third, all them touches, but yet us and West Ham leave with the same points. These are the sort of things. The last few games been dominating possession. Possession is overrated. I've told you guys, I love possession, but possession is overrated if you do nothing with it. Like, it's mad overrated. Like, we know what we need to do. This is a side struggling for wins, man. They ain't won in, like, what? I'm so sure I saw they won in, like, 16 or something like that. On Match of the Day said it. I'm pretty sure that's wrong, but it's got to be wrong. But, yeah, they're struggling for a win. Let's not let Saturday, tongue twisted there, be the day that they pick up 3 points, because everybody else has been brushing them aside, and it would be typical Arsenal. But yeah, Gale leads the side with 5 goals. They do struggle for goals. They've got 16. They've only scored 16 goals this year in regards to our 30. So we trump them in that. So you'd expect us to keep them at bay and score goals. So final part of the preview. Let's talk about the starting lineup. Checking goal. I'm going with Koscielny / Mustafi / Holding / Chambers. I believe Chambers and Holding, you might as well, there's a chance to take Montreal out the firing line and things like that and play either one of them young players. I don't know why Holding ain't been involved in the match day at all in the last couple of weeks. But yeah, Mustafi's fitness levels at this moment in time, I don't know if he's fit. If he's fit, obviously Mustafi and Koscielny needs to pull it out. But them two, and if Mustafi's not there, obviously Holding and Chambers. On the left, I'm going with Kolasinac, however you want to say his name. On the right, Maitland-Niles. He put in a fantastic shift against West Ham and he deserves his space. Bellerin's been a bit iffy. You need to come out the side and realise that what you need to do, you need a rest. There's nothing wrong with having a bad game, but no one's untouchable in this side. So yeah, Maitland-Niles and Kola complete the fullbacks and complete the back four. I'm going with a 4-3-3. I'm going with Xhaka and Wilshere again. Again, Wilshere completed 90 minutes. I don't know if Wenger will let him. It all very much depends on Ramsey's fitness levels. If Ramsey's fit, then it will probably be Wilshere coming out the side for Ramsey, despite Wilshere having a good game. So I'm going with that kind of in mind. I'm going with Wilshere in the middle / Ramsey and Xhaka because he's most likely to be there. Could bring in Koch, but yeah. Ozil through the middle in the 10 role, and up front I'm going with Alexis, who needs to pull in a performance, but we can't afford to rest him because we need to win the game. Lacazette, and depending, this is a shocker, but I would like Reece Nelson. I know it's not gonna be him, but depending on who's fit, I'm saying Theo Walcott. You know, he ain't started the league game. Danny Welbeck has been very poor in the games he's come off the bench. Giroud could even start and move Lacazette, but I don't want that to happen. I do think you could get away with starting Theo Walcott. He does like playing Newcastle. There's scope to play Wales, but his form hasn't been suggesting to play him, to be honest with you. So yeah, so to recap, I'm going to try and just rein this one in. Checking goal, Maitland-Niles on the right-hand side. Left, we've got Kola. Through the middle, we've got Koscielny and Mustafi, with Holding and Chambers in regards to fitness levels of players. Midfield, we've got Ozil in the 10, Jack Wilshere and Xhaka. And then up front, we've obviously got the big man Lacazette, Alexis for another month or less than a month now, and I'm actually going to go with Theo Walcott through the middle. Now there's scope for Coquelin to play, there's scope for Ramsey to come back into the side if he is fully fit. There's scope for another midfielder to play through right wing. We should really give Reece Nelson a run there because it looks like we're really dire in that aspect at this moment in time. This is why I can't understand why guys like Perez were shifted, because we could easily use that guy rotation / off the bench. But that's just my thinking anyways, man. Guys, deluded Guna, Arsenal versus Newcastle, the preview is done, it's there. Hopefully we do our thing on Saturday at 3 o'clock. I'm out. The last two wins, 15 and 16, I believe it was a 1-0 win and a 2-1, so it's slim wins. We need to put in a convincing performance and score some goals, get at the likes of Lejeune. But yeah, man, I'm out.